Okay. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello, Josiah. Hello, Lucifer. Hello, Minsu. Hello, Luan. How are you guys doing today? Just give it a second. We're trying. Hello, Chance. How are you? Okay. So I'm gonna thanks. Hello, Mr. Rob. How are you doing? Hi, friend. How are you? Thank you for the sub. You didn't have to bro me. How are you doing? How's everybody doing? Hello, hello. All right. So, quick thing. I'm gonna bring up two things. We're doing well. Good. Good. I'm happy to hear. It's like you're teaching me. Not so good. I'm sorry. Sorry, Lucifer. Hopefully the stream helps a bit. I love your videos. It's like you're teaching me. I don't know what I'm doing. Right now, we're gonna be testing a mod for another project. So. Leaf. There we go. That's a great name. Okay, so I've got about 5 or 6 things that I'm going to talk about today. None of them are entirely bad. But so strange looking. But they are questions about what you guys want to see moving forward with things, because I can already tell you. Oh, the chicken with the cut, yeah. It's like Spleef, but with a G, correct. Hello, lover of thrash and sick riffs, how are you doing? Speed run it? I haven't speed ran in a while. And right now I'm testing a mod pack, so I can't speed run it. Maybe next time. Hello, Darren, how are you doing? Walking around a mod pack I found recently, and I thought what's a better thing to watch than a mod pack stream? Hooray. Yeah, I'm testing out a Vanilla Plus mod pack that is going to be used for another project that I hope I get started by the end of May. Because, oh my god, as soon as one thing starts... As soon as I make any headway on this, life just throws a wrench. Hello, Kim Holly, how are you doing today? I'm good, long time no see. Yeah, so what was those 5 things you're going to talk about? Alright. So... Rob, this is less towards you, more because you watch me on Twitch. But for those of you guys on YouTube, hello, planes are cool. How are you doing? Yo, I haven't seen anybody play Minecraft in 3 years. Dude, I play Minecraft way too much. This game has had a chokehold on me for way too long. Hello, Steven. Alright. So, I have been working on 2 or 3 small videos that I've been trying to get done. And I have one more large-scale one. Oh, let's see it. Did it not go through? Oh, we love scuff, don't we? Fun. It's that one. Nah, you know, I'll override it. We'll do Fred. We'll do Fred. And if it doesn't auto set it back, I can fix that. So. What I was going to ask is, what would you guys rather see? Would you guys rather see more streams that are just, in general, anything I do? How's my day going? It's going okay. Hello, Justin Noob. Would you guys rather see more streams that are just kind of whatever I want to do, and just kind of, in this case, you know, do that? Or would you guys rather see specifically made videos that will take time away from it? The main reason I'm asking is because I have not had time to stream over the last week. Basically, since Mother's Day, it's been kind of a clusterfuck. Want to see non-Minecraft stuff? Oh, well, you'll see something then tomorrow. You guys will be seeing a non-Minecraft stream tomorrow. This is what I keep saying. Everybody keeps saying, oh, YouTube's not built for live streaming. I keep saying the same thing. People like seeing it without... So, okay. So, tomorrow, I will not be playing Minecraft. Flat out won't be playing Minecraft. Hello, Freddy Robert. I like your style. Thanks. What happened to the hardcore world? Still have it. Still haven't. Wonder what the cluster fudge is? No idea. Oh. Hit the volume on my headphones and it just ramped up my music really loud in my ear. Bit upset from earlier today. Well, hopefully today's stream can help you mellow out a little more, Lucifer. It's fun you say that. I watch you on Twitch because I'm watching you on both. Twitch is muted and YouTube is open, popped out. Oh, no. Wait, a non-Minecraft stream? What will I be doing? I sub? Thank you, Freddy. There is a little, there's actually a little graphics that's supposed to pop up. I don't know if it's gone off or not, but it does go off. It just may be a little slow. Twitch doesn't like being popped out. Yeah, I get it. So, so this is not going to surprise some people, but might surprise others. There's a game franchise that I've been playing since the first or second iteration of the game, and number 6 releases early tonight at midnight. So I'm going to be playing that tonight. What happened to the creeper? He'll be back up in a few seconds. It's just the PNG it can change. So if you guys have never heard of the game Forza, Forza Horizon is basically the open world version of the race game, where you used to be able to race on a bunch of different tracks and everything else. It's just the open world version, which means you can drive cars all around, and Forza Horizon 6 releases early tonight. And I like Forza, been playing it for a while. And this one's based in Japan, so I'm really excited. A lot of the cars that I actually like are JDM to an extent, so I really want to play it. So I'm really excited. And that release is literally midnight tonight, so I was like, I'm going to play Forza Horizon 5 today. Opened it up, was running around on the Hot Wheels track, because I didn't play a lot of 5, simply because that game didn't work with friends, and the most fun I've ever had in that game was me and a bunch of friends in literally in like a LAN setup. We're all in one room, fucking racing our heart out. It's so much fun. The creative mode or survival? This is survival. Let me see if it... Alright, cool. There we go. Look, he's back. Hello, Puppet on Strings. How are you doing? New image movie thing. Yep, there's a few of them. There are a few. I'm actually going to possibly get more soon. I haven't decided, because here's the problem. I really like Creeps as, like, a character and more talk for me, but the way that chat has kind of taken to Creeps, I'm almost tempted to turn him into a TTS bot so that you guys can talk through Creeps. But I haven't decided how I'm going to move forward moving my own character into this, like, PNG, because I'll quickly give you a little bit of a history lesson. Fred was my original one. Fred is no longer the one I use too much. He's just an extra. This is the one that I had that was made a while ago for my character. Here's a little robot version of, like, Fred's more, like, Transformers oriented. And the rest are all Creeps. So I don't know which one I would use, and I've actually considered putting this one as the one for you guys to use TTS. Anyway. What do you feel about Japan being the location of Forza 6? I'm excited. I'm very excited. There's been a huge point where I've wanted to play with some of the, like, specific cars that we haven't been able to get in a lot of the Forza games, and now we'll get a lot of them, I hope. So I'm hopeful. I'm very excited, but not sold, if that makes sense. But I am excited. So the problem is, I like that game, and I've brought this up before. Like, there's a point to where it's really hard to read chat and play certain games. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well too, Deity. The main thing is, there are certain games that... I missed your message. Let me check if I did. I'm sorry. Going to call the police on me today? Why were they calling the police on you, Lucifer? That's not good. Oh. I can try to miss anything. Yeah, so... The big thing, it's lottery time. You don't have enough points, it said, Chance. Guess who's back? Welcome back, Rain. Better now that I got rid of a migraine. Congratulations. Words. Oh, so... Lucifer, that's not good. It's not a good thing. Then it's gunpowder time. I had a reason. I understand. Gotta go. No worries, Rain. Have fun. Even if there's a reason, permanent solutions are not the answer to temporary problems, and they are temporary. I promise you. Just remember, I'll be back in like a couple hours. I don't know if I'll be alive in a couple hours. Maybe. Oh, there's Nightbot. Like Nightbot. Anyway, so one of the reasons I've stuck to playing Minecraft for so long... Oh. Yeah. Why is this not changing automatically? Wow, I can't believe it did that again. Alright, this time I'm just doing that one. That's not the one that was supposed to be done, but... Peace, goodbye, Rain. Have a good one. Anyway. The main reason I've stuck to playing Minecraft for so long whenever I stream is mainly, one, it's a game I can play for hours, not really think about it. Two, there's so much to do in it that it can basically be done every different way possible. And three, the biggest one for me, in my opinion, is as much as I love playing other games, it's not as easy to read chat while playing some of the games. An example being, like, Overwatch. I like playing Overwatch with my friends and doing it on stream, because then people get to see me play a different game that, you know, isn't Minecraft and is so far from Minecraft. The issue is, one, ignoring if you like Overwatch or not. Overwatch is not a game that you can just look at chat unless you're dead. So if we have a really good game where I'm not dying 20 times, it's really hard to read chat. And that's not fair to the people who come here to, you know, interact. What am I doing? What? Why does it make 3? That makes less sense than anything else. And me playing some level of modded has screwed me again. So used to making sticks that way, because you make a lot of them. Such a wholesome streamer, I love it. Ooh. Nobody tell them I am not. Oh, Rob Matra. And if you are dying constantly, I don't reckon you'd be overly chatty anyway. No, I'll be chatty. I'll just be saying bad words. I feel like I missed part of the... I feel like I missed context to that one, Lucifer. I think something got held. Awesome. Nah. Nothing special. I am nothing special. Anyway. Wait, speaking of Overwatch, what's up? Oh, you're the maid skin for Ramatra? Is that what we're gonna talk about? The cleaning skin for Ramatra that sent me on a fucking spiral? And then I completely went, yeah, but it's a cute skin, I kinda like it. Even though I spiraled about how it makes no sense that he would have half of the things he still has on him. Because of the whole point is, hey, he's not... This is before the crisis. Like, what if the crisis never happened? Then he would never have been built in the first place. I went on... I had this whole thing where me and Eclipse were talking about it, and I literally said that. Saw the skin in my game. I was like, yeah, that's a pretty cool skin. She's like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, no. No. Great. It has no reason to exist, but, you know. It's great. I'm happy that he got a good skin, especially because the last couple have been okay or like gimmicky. Like the Diablo one, I love the Diablo one only for the fact that he screams like a normal when he screams normally instead of in the skin. They got an Overwatch, that's fine. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and say that everyone should be into the same games I am. I had a conversation with somebody a while ago. This was before I started streaming more on YouTube. I was talking to chat, and I basically said, you know, I play these games, yada yada, you know, if you're into it. And they're like, well, I don't like those games, so I'm not going to watch you. I'm like, okay. They're like, well, play something else. No. Why would I do that? If I'm not enjoying what I'm streaming, I'm just not going to stream it. I'll play it off stream. You know why I can say that? Because for the last 2 days, I have played Forza. Because Forza is not a game that people find super interesting. But when the new game comes out, it's a little bit different. People will watch because it's new. They don't care about Forza, and maybe that's how you get people into the game. But that's not the point in this case. The point is to play a game I enjoy how I enjoy it, I guess. It's like why I don't play Hearthstone. Like, I love Hearthstone. Rob can attest to this. Rob has heard me talk about it multiple times. But, like, I play Hearthstone a lot in my spare time, especially with Eclipse. That's just what we like to do. We actually sit there and play as, like, a wind down for the night. Doesn't always work. Sometimes we get infuriated because we get really, really bad hands. But I fell off after the first 6 hours. So, here's the thing. Here's the one thing I can tell you about Overwatch that's not, like, to get you back into it, but, like, just in general. Overwatch is not one of those games that you're gonna pick up and play simply because you like Overwatch. You're playing it because you're playing with friends, usually. That game is miserable without friends. I have tried. It's not fun. So, just throwing that out there. Hold on. Beautiful, and that's all that really matters. Yeah, that's fair. It's like the, well, you just lost a customer, GG, who are you? It's just one of those things Hello, May Mendoza, how are you doing today? Welcome in. Around 6 hours, yeah. Why the heck is YouTube holding my sentences when I'm saying Lego is... I don't know. I don't know. Look, I don't make YouTube's rules. If I did, trust me, the rules would be very different. But, yeah, I don't know. YouTube likes to hold random things, and if you don't see them on screen, I don't see them. That is the one thing I have an issue with my chat boxes, both of the ones I used to use. If something gets held, I don't get to see it, unless you're on Twitch, where I see it because it got held. Ended up falling out of it. That's fine. Like I said, not for everyone. It's like Borderlands, you only play with friends. See, I can play Borderlands solo. I can play Borderlands solo. Not that it's my favorite thing to do, but I can play it solo. But that's just one of those things. I stand by games like that, like CSGO, Valorant, Overwatch, and I'm only putting them together because they kind of all have the same Marvel Rivals, if you want that. They all kind of scratch that same itch, and it's way better to play that with friends than it is without them. That doesn't make them good games, though, for that reason. Like, I'll never sit here and say Overwatch is a good game. It's a fun game when you play it, but that's me. I'm not going to sit here and say I enjoy, you know... I don't like Marvel Rivals much anymore, so... But I always said the same thing. I liked Rivals with friends. The moment I had to play that game without our full group of people, we were playing in, like, a private lobby of, like, I think 12 people, it was no longer fun. Like, we were playing with all of our friends, that made it fun. As soon as we didn't have our full set of people, it was no longer fun. That doesn't mean I think Rivals is a bad game, but I put it as this. Every time I played Rivals, I wanted to be playing Overwatch, but Overwatch had strayed so far. Now, did they fix a lot of it? No. It's enough that I can play it, but not enough that I guess I would say that I am super happy with it. Season 2 is okay. I wanted more from the 10-year event, I'll say that. I feel like everybody could curse and scream profanity. That's not the only thing I would change. I would change how... Here's the one thing. I would change how the moderation system works. It's like the one thing I would change. It's so dumb the way that it's done right now, where it's just randomly flagged and you're out. And the moment you get an appeal, it still has to go through a wait time of X amount of time for it to even get to a person, let alone just go right through a robot or whatever. It's fine. You can teach an AI not to automatically prosecute, or I don't know, automatically take down a channel. It's not that hard. Anyway. Doesn't play Overwatch anymore because he got into COD. I will say, this is going to be something that I'm not going to gripe on too much. I cannot stand modern COD. Maybe it's because I grew up with Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, and I didn't ever play the Infinity Ward ones. I just didn't like them. Just didn't like the way they played. I should put it like that. There's nothing wrong with them. I just don't like the way that they played at the time. Once COD went to Black Ops, I think 3 was one of the last ones that I enjoyed playing. Oh, I'm gonna die for this soon. 4 was definitely the nail in the coffin for me. I can answer that with confidence. Hello, Gage. Hello. How are you doing today? I'm still mad at YouTube for taking down Jace's YouTube channel. No idea. Um... But once they kind of... Once COD went to this new modernized one... I didn't see this text. Now I'm an idiot. When did I start? 20 minutes ago? Okay, yeah, so about the time that she sent the text. Damn it. Anyway, once COD went to this new modern style, it just lost all fun for me. Not because I thought it was bad or anything to begin with, it just didn't feel like the COD I remembered, which is fine. But to an extent, it kind of lost how it, I would say, felt. Once they introduced Warzone, I think the game went downhill, but that's me. That does not mean I think that Battle Royales are bad or that I think COD was bad for it. Absolutely not. Games have to grow. Just because I don't like a franchise after they change something does not mean anything. Like, shocking to most people, I play other games that I've enjoyed that they've just gone down hills too. Nothing about it that's really bad. I only played the first two. That's fair. About to go to sleep. No worries, Gage. Oh, what am I doing? I don't have the pickaxe. Oh, dumb of me. Like I said, one was written by AI. At least it feels that way. The issue isn't even that it's written or played by AI. Like, arguments aside, we can all be pissed off at a company for just using AI to replace people. I'm totally in on that discussion. Let's have that. But not right now. The big problem that I've had with, like, a lot of this, hello PB and Jelly, how are you doing? Is, like, the games just felt so rotten after a while. They just didn't feel like the same game. And I know that that's not one of those things, like, you can, that's fair to say, but it's like, if I'm playing a game like Halo, I'll use Halo because Halo is one of those games that I really did enjoy. I had my preference in which version of Halo I enjoyed. I played 1, I played 2, didn't like 2. Do I know 2 is one of the best? Yes. Did I enjoy 2? No. When 3 came out, I felt like 3 did what 2 should have done. But that's the point, it's an improvement. ODST did pretty okay for some of those things. Not my favorite. I've brought this up many, many times to others. Reach is one of my favorite Halo games. 4 came out and it was fun. Story was a little lackluster at times. It just felt shoved in our face. 5 was one of the worst, and then Infinite feels so far from what Halo was and feels like it's trying to compete with things that aren't even a competitor. Do I still play? Not really. Hello, Zero. How are you doing? What am I talking about? Just in general, we're just talking about games and stuff. I'm talking about why I don't stream other games a lot, or why, I do. Because tomorrow I'll be streaming Forza Horizon 6 as the game comes out tonight, and I will be playing it most of the night. And instead of streaming my first take on it, I might just record it. I might record it and kind of give my first take live live in a video, and then stream subsequently after. Brushing my teeth. Good health is a good thing. Good job, Gage. Anyway. I gotta sit here longer. I was afraid of. Oh, there we go. So tired right now. If you need to go to sleep, PB and Jelly, go to sleep. Alright, time for the back of my teeth. Let's go. Anyway, so, like, the big thing is, the only reason I don't play Halo as of, like, recently, the only time I go and play it is when I'm playing with one of my friends that I've been playing Halo with since he introduced me to the games, pretty much. And the other one is if I decide to go back and play Master Chief Collection with somebody. Otherwise, I don't play the game. Not because I don't enjoy it, because I could always go back and play the games that I enjoyed. It's just kind of meh. How am I doing? It's been a busy little bit, Zero. Oh, I will say, because now that it's passed, you all owe me happy birthdays. You missed my birthday. I'm sorry to tell you this. Just, it happened. I'm older now. It's miserable. Don't grow up. Don't grow up. It's miserable. Thanks. Hi, Dork Slayer. How are you? Would you ever play together on Halo? I don't know. The problem is I don't play... Depending on the game, I don't know. Because the issue is I don't enjoy playing a lot of the newer ones. Like, the last one that I enjoyed playing was 4. I tried Infinite. Mind you, I haven't played it since, like, the day it came out. I will completely agree that this was, like, stupid of me to hold on to it. But I played it on, you know, launch. Had no issues until I walked through the floor before getting to a first checkpoint. I was soft-locked in the fucking first area. After that, I was like, cool. They can't make a game correctly. I'm good. I'm good love and joy, as my friend would say. So, yeah. It's an interesting time. So I don't know if I'd ever play Halo realistic, especially not like... Not on stream, probably not on like, unless I was doing it, like, on my own, I don't know if I'd be doing it. I guess that's the best way of explaining it. With me and you, I don't know. Happy late birthday, thanks. Thanks. I have insomnia and I'm babysitting, so I gotta wait till my mom picks up my baby sister. Understandable. I also have insomnia, so I get that. No, I got to spend my birthday with my friends. I have no other qualms with it. And then Sunday, I'm actually gonna, like, properly spend some time with my friends because my birthday was in the middle of the week and, you know, we all work, so. You know, we all work, so I, like, opted to change when we were gonna do my birthday and stuff. Oh, yeah, we're dead. Yep. Yep. Knew that was gonna happen. Okay, I gotta remember how to get to where I was. The chunks will unload before I get there, so I'll have time to get back. I just gotta remember where I am. Thanks. Can't say the other one that came to my head, but better version. Oh, 0. Let's go gambling. Teeth done. Congratulations, Gage. What do I do as a job? I'm a programmer. This way. I gotta go this way. I'm a freelance programmer, which means I just make things for people, and they pay me. Isn't that a wonderful world to live in? Be nicer if I got to do different projects, but... Oh, I can say this for some fun for a minute. I did actually update one of my mods over the weekend, because... I was kind of working on something for this project in particular. And I actually had to go and do that. Michael used to be a programmer. It's miserable. It's miserable. It's miserable. Here's the problem. When you get good enough at it, certain things come naturally. Like, I use a lot, and I mean this really stupid, I use a lot of, because I'm able to program in 5 different languages realistically. I'm not as good in one of them as I am in the other ones. Like, HTML, I can do. HTML's not hard to learn either, it's just kind of do. Java's my bread and butter, shocking no one. Been playing Minecraft forever, making mods for Minecraft forever, so. Shocker, Java's my bread and butter. I can handle myself through Python for the most part. I've had a few issues where Python's like Greek to me, and then all of a sudden it clicks. It's really funny. I had a friend who I kind of pushed towards Linux because I know how he is, and I knew he would like Linux. And he came over with troubleshooting for like 6 hours, and I'm literally just walking him through it, like trying to make him get through it. And there's a point where he asked me a question, like, "Well, yeah, that would make sense," and he goes, "Oh, like you didn't think that part?" He goes, "No." And it's just us both sitting there going, "Are we stupid?" That's just what happens. I just woke up from a nap. Dude, everybody's taking a nap today. Dying. I've been coughing all week, and it hurts to the point where my jaw will just randomly lock. Use Java and Python. Yeah, they're pretty close. Java and Python are pretty close. That's kind of why you can jump between the two. Not reliably and not exactly, but they are close enough to where, for most intensive purposes, you can learn one and go to the next. Oh, okay, yeah, we're right here. Perfect. Oh, man. Some things will never change. Oh, so, while we're here talking about stuff for a minute. So, how do you guys feel about the new Java edition that's coming in the snapshots? As this is not the newest version, I cannot access any of those things. But for those of you who play Java, how excited are you for a friends menu? And the death of the Essentials mod, hopefully. I root for the death of the Essentials mod often. I was hoping for more of my food, but that's okay. Alright, that's the majority of my stuff. There's the other one. Yeah, we need that. See, I'm kind of in between. I've said it before. I don't think Java needed it as much, but I'm happy that they're finally doing that because the goal is to eventually bridge Bedrock and Java. This is a great first step. I hope that it doesn't bite them in the ass. I need to make that clear. The worry is that that will come to bite them. And I surely hope it won't. No, Deity, my birthday passed, but yes. My birthday was in the week, without giving away too much. I was just gonna ask about that, yeah. Yeah, I look, we're here, let's chat, let's have some conversation. It's been almost a week, let's talk, you know. Thanks. You know, it's one of those things where the best way that I can explain it is I hope it will go well, but oh, am I afraid that it won't. There's this, like, slight fear that I have that it's going to be, really badly executed. I haven't tried it yet, because I think it's in the snapshot. And not that I'm against playing in a snapshot, I just haven't done it yet. Yeah. I don't have that for Bedrock. Hello, Hypnotized. How are you doing today? I can read. I'm doing okay. How are you? They do have an easy friends menu in Bedrock. It's just... it's depending on what version of the game you play. I don't know if every version of Bedrock has it. Like, I think mobile does, and I'm pretty sure PC does. I'm not sure if Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch do the same way. Not exactly sure. Put gunpowder directly behind the exclamation point. Don't put a space, and then you'll see it. It's basically a currency system that we have. The more you watch, the more points you can accumulate, and then the more things you can actually interact with stream with. We have a bunch of custom alerts that trigger that way. Also on this, although nobody really cares about this too much, if you guys aren't streamers, this will make no sense to you guys, I promise. But, have you guys heard the rumors that Stream Elements is closing? Because, oh boy, if that's true. I sure hope it don't. Not for the reason people think, I just sure hope it doesn't, because that would be a very big shame. To lose one of the only other ways that we can get Chatbox and not have to use Twitches. Or make our own, which is way more complicated. Like, people don't understand how complicated it truthfully is. It's a good thing overall to an extent, but not in the way that people would want. Like, what I'm excited about with that specific situation is it just means that that there will be another one, or it will make people more creative in how they make their stuff. Can I join if now that's... okay, I play on Bedrock. I do not play Bedrock, I'm sorry. That's why in the title it says Java. Hello, Dogs. Dogs RP, how are you doing? If it closes, I'm screwed because I use TTS for my streams. There are other things. Twitch literally has one. I want to make that clear. Twitch has one, Streamlabs has one. There are dedicated things for TTS that you can use that are just downloadable. Like, Stream Elements is not the only one. My big thing about Stream Elements was it made people who believed that they knew, like, a lot of the stuff that they needed, it made them believe that the only option was them when there are thousands, which is the same problem I had with Streamlabs when they made their own, like, Streamlab Mobile or whatever the hell it's called to stream from. But, yeah, no, I'm sorry, Hypnotized. If you'd like to stick around, you're welcome to. We're currently testing out a mod pack that I made for a new project coming soon, hopefully. So you're welcome to stick around, chat, and if you have any questions, please, by all means, ask. I do my best to read and answer all chat. To the best of my abilities. If I don't see it, I can't answer it. Do I have a brother or sister? Yep, I have a brother. He is younger, and that's pretty much all the information I'll give about that, besides, like, if he came into stream, you'll hear me comment on him, but yeah, I'm not gonna give too much away about my family. I can give certain things. I'm not afraid to. I said I'm not afraid to answer some personal questions. I could have done that. Answers could have, didn't though. Called skill issue, and I have them. What happens when you don't play a game for like a week? You lose your skills. Can't use Twitch and I use Streamlabs, but only if I'm on my iPad. You talk with my brother? I don't know if you do. I don't know if you do. It wouldn't shock me if you did, comma, but I don't know if you do. What's his username? That'll answer that. You know you have skill issues? Yeah. I will say, I stand by saying, if you can't use Twitch due to an age thing, you shouldn't be on YouTube. And if you can't use Twitch due to a, I would say any other reason, YouTube is worse than Twitch is for most of, like, the safety and other reasons. This is just me being, like, honest. Spending a lot of the time I have on both platforms. They're both going down, but one's better than the other right now. And I know one thing. Sure. Use Twitch because my account got hacked. Just make a new account. Just make a new account. And if you have a phone number, this is important for all people listening. Add two-factor authentication. It's very helpful. It's not a perfect thing. People can spoof a phone number. But that's not the point. Okay. I think we're at the point where I should start playing with some of the modded stuff and not all the vanilla stuff. So let's see. Let's see what we can do. Into my email and won't let me make another one. Interesting. Interesting. Why don't you just go and report like a forget password and go get a new one? Because then you can just get a new one and then two-factor it and just change things around. It's the easiest way. My mom better yet? Yes and no. Yes, she's better. Enough. I tried. Okay. So, to give the context on this, 2 weeks ago, just about two and a half weeks ago, my mother ended up falling and hurting herself, and then in the same 2-day period, ended up cutting herself and needing me to take her to the hospital to go get stitches. So she's doing better. She actually ended up getting an infection because, whatever, it's what happens sometimes. She was okay after that, but she was told that she needed to get the stitches out on Friday. This happened on like a Tuesday night. And then when she went to the urgent care to go get it done, she was told, what do you mean you're supposed to get these out now? You're supposed to wait longer, yada yada. And now we're kind of here. So, she is fine. She no longer has the stitches. She is perfectly healed up. So that's good. I want to make that clear. That's very good. No, watch the stream for a long time. That's understandable. I tried, they won't do anything. No, you just go on to Twitch, you put in your account and you say that you forgot your password. They send a link to the email and then you can reset it from there. Once you reset it, you go into your settings and you go and add two-factor, where you basically say, this is my phone number. And there's even an option on there where you can make it so that you can't, Alright, well, whatever, I was trying to do something. Where you can't use the same email for multiple accounts. Oh, she has a full cover. Yeah, so she's okay now. Now she's running into the issue of she's had back issues for a long time. She has multiple herniated discs, so just trying to keep her good is not the issue there. But like I said, she is doing okay. It's just kind of one of those frustrating. But she is doing okay. Hopefully it stays that way. Oh boy, do I hope. So yeah. Never got anything. You should get it. Don't you live in Wyoming? Nowhere near it. Yeah, no. No, never lived in Wyoming. Live nowhere near it. Yeah, no. Sorry, your facts are very wrong. Sorry about that. Don't think you know my brother. No. I will say, I won't tell you if you're right, but you haven't gotten even close. Whoa, that room is bad. That room's so bad. No, I would never live in California. I like cars too much. Where's a Florida man at? You mean Zero? He's in a Twitch chat. Always is. Zero may tab out to go answer other people, but he's always watching. I've learned that. Who told me this was his stream? Yeah, I got bad news. That ain't my brother. My brother doesn't even realize that I stream on YouTube often. Oh, the other Florida man? I don't know who you're referring to. Zero's the Canadian Florida man. It's the one that usually comes up when people say it. Oh no. That's all so bad. Got a backpack. I kind of want that. Want to live in Florida because of the weather there. I love the hurricane force weather that's in Florida so much. Which I know comes off super wrong, but it's like, I'm one of those people that I love the rain. Giving you heart attacks. Who keeps giving me heart attacks? I don't even know. Wait, one question, okay? I wouldn't live in Florida because it's too damn hot. See, my problem is I don't mind the heat as much. I can get over the heat. It's the humidity that really kills me. But that's not really the issue I have with Florida. I love the fact that it rains randomly. I hate that it's hot rain. The Raids Florida man? Can we cuss? I don't care if you do, as long as you're doing it like... As long as you're not being like... how I put it, as long as you're not being disrespectful about it, I don't care. You can swear, because I'm a 16 plus creator, like, minimum. It's usually how I answer it. Love the rain, hate the heat, yeah. The Raids Florida man. The guy that raids me all the time? Let's see, who raided me last? Can I even check that? Yeah, I have to go to Twitch, though. Yeah, see, that's the thing. If you're going to be rude about it, I mean, YouTube's going to stop it, or I have to do something then, because it's just, you know, just the way it works, sadly. Yeah, I don't know who the last person to raid me was. It's not even showing. I have no idea. Brother watches your streams? Well, hello. To be frank, with my medical issues, I would prefer to be in the Northeast. Understandable. What was his name with the guy, the Florida man? Yeah, I don't know. Florida a green state, or... I don't... See, here's the problem. Florida is such a weird place politically. Like, I could never tell somebody where, you know, where Florida ever stands politically, because DeSantis just kind of jumps around, but I have no idea. That's kind of the worst part. I have no answer. As much as I'd love to give you that information, I couldn't. It's so hard to tell with that governor. Oh, there's diamonds over there. So he has to be 16. The rules are you have to be 13. So I'll make this as clear as I can. If you are under the age of 13 and you are using your parents', your brother's, anybody's account, they are responsible for letting you on the platform. Which means that if they see something they're not supposed to see, that is on you, the account holder. Okay, with that being said, I make most of my content for an older audience. I am over a certain age. Most of my content is made for people, maybe not my age, but people on the older side of things. If somebody on the younger spectrum wants to watch it, and they watch with somebody who is able to, that is their choice. How you choose to let them view the media is your choice. I need to make this as clear as I can. If somebody under the age of 13 wants to watch, they can watch, but I'm not taking the fall when somebody comes in and goes, "You're swearing in front of my kid." Don't let them watch. That's not my problem. My stuff is not advertised for children. Every video I make says not for children. Every stream I have, I will tell this exactly, on my thing, says not made for children. That is the only thing I'm going to say on that. Anyway, so that's fine. All I say is don't speak your age. We have a rule against it. I don't care if you're over the age of 21 or you're 5. No age. We will literally just delete the message and that's it. And if it is your account, you still need to be 13 or over, correct? Thank you, Lucifer. The only reason I don't feel comfortable talking about like that answer is, one, I don't know it for certain. Okay, I was already up here. I don't know that for certain because DeSantis kind of sucks and he changes his mind on every policy ever sometimes. So I'm not one of those people that would sit here and say comfortably, yes, I know that for sure. Also, as I don't live in Florida, I wouldn't know. Backpack makes me so sad. That's fine, as long as you're not under the age of 13, which I need to make clear. Do not say if you are under the age of 13. Because you are not allowed to be on those platforms unless you are over the age of 13. This does not mean tell me that you're under. Don't care. Even if your parents allow it, it is against terms of service for you to have an account on those platforms under the age. You're not supposed to be on Discord, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok. There's a bunch of them that all have these age things, and it's for people's safety. Mainly for people under the age of 13. Anyway, that's where I'll leave that. Whoa, that's bad. I wasn't paying attention. Rule of thumb, I reckon, is just when in doubt, go north, usually. I really gotta stop looking at chat. I looked over at chat, started reading that, saw the creeper, went, oh no. I don't even know when the 21st and stuff are. I know I'm not going to be here beginning of next week, Monday through Wednesday. Yeah, there's no way I'll be here Wednesday. It'll be way too late. What? No. Death farm this man? Why are you guys trying to kill me? You know what? Just for that, I'm riding him. He's so slow. That's the moment where people find my little things that I snuck in on my mod. I love sneaking little things like that in. I still think that's probably one of the more fun mods I've gotten the chance to make. Oh man, I can't wait for everybody to find out the 2 new enchantments I added to gemstones. The man who rides, yeah. Largest AI data centers being built to my city. Yay. Congratulations! Your cost of living is about to go up. There's so many good things to say about AI. I say sarcastically, hoping that people understand that this is a complete fucking joke. There is actual merit to... I want to make this clear. There are merit to AI. The issue isn't that there's merit to it, it's just... when it's used, it needs to be used the way it should be, and not the way it's being used currently. It is going in a very bad direction. Anyway. I mean, in the world. Yeah, I'm still, your cost of living will be going up because they take up so much water and electricity. 21st, I have to go to volleyball. I'm doing volleyball now. Well, congratulations. Don't hurt yourself. Please. Volleyball is one of those sports you could hurt yourself very easily in, so please, don't. It's a lot of AI stuff, too much. Correct. I think it's like 40,000 acres. That wouldn't shock me. Yeah, so here's the big thing, right? If generative AI wasn't the biggest issue right now, and it was just on AI just being there, it'd be a different argument. But the problem is, it's the AI that people need to use. Truthfully, I hate to say this, right? Like, honestly, this is a serious answer for a minute. As somebody who works as a programmer, works with them, and has made tools in the past that utilize or have AI capability in them, which I need to make clear. They're all data center uses. If you don't know what that means, what I'm saying is it is used to find and sort data. That is where AI realistically should have stayed. It should never have gotten to the generative stage where it's making art or making really anything that isn't finding and locating. Now, if you want to argue, and you want to have the argument that AI is good for bookkeeping or for numbers, number stuff, I would completely agree with you, because that is a good use of it. But there's no different than using it like that than using it for, say... like bookkeeping, or, say, just using it like you would a calculator. There's nothing wrong with using it that way. It's not perfect, and it's not specifically made for that purpose. That being said, I've definitely seen more worst-case uses for it. All right. That's right, I'm probably... Hello, Flash. How are you doing? Well, Flash, you shouldn't be here then. My content is not made for kids. Sorry to spoil the fun, but my content is not made for kids. So if you don't like cursing, please, you can find another channel that is more your speed. There's nothing wrong with that. Pick up all my stuff so when I inevitably die. All good. Alright, cool. Quickly sit in here for a minute. That was what I wanted. It's fine. Quickly read chat, because I did miss some things. ChatGPT, I hate that fucking AI. ChatGPT is not the worst one. It's not good either. At least AI is something that brings us together politically. Correct. Yeah. They might be. I was saying hello, I'm sorry. Literally destroyed my math scores. I had a 71 and it went down like fucking why? Well, don't use ChatGPT to... Politely, don't use ChatGPT to do your work for you and everything would be fine. And if you didn't, then your score wouldn't have gone down. A shovel. Yeah, no, you want my honest take on things like that? ChatGPT is only good for, like, problem solving of the answer of, hey, what is this? Give me like a crash course in this. Hey, I need to understand what this problem is, and it will explain it to you. That's what it's really good for. I don't like a lot of the chatbots. I'll be honest. They really didn't use ChatGPT. My teacher did. Got an A on my homework. Congratulations. Hello, Nixon. How are you doing? Here's the thing. People will use it because it's a tool. It's, to quote Adam Savage, every tool's a hammer. Just because it's a hammer doesn't make it a good hammer, but it's still a hammer. That's kind of the worst. So the worst thing I can say is that people really, really need to learn that just because it can do it doesn't mean it should. Link to the answers? Yeah, that happens. That happens. Wouldn't shock me. Like the Simpsons episode where Was Mrs. Krabobble left the map open, gave everybody a test, and everybody got 100. My cat, I'm sorry. Well, I'm gonna try and go to bed now. Good night, PB and Jelly. Have a good rest of your night. Hopefully you sleep well. It took me 3 fucking months to get my grade up. That happens. Look, I stand by what I... Here's the thing, right? There is a lot of bad going on with, like, to give it, like, an honest answer, right? The biggest issue that we have with the AI thing is it's not giving the correct information. I'm gonna say something's gonna come off really weird and, like... I want to make this clear. This is not in support of AI in any way, but here's how it should have been used, and here's how it should be used for what people are using it for. I need to make this clear. My job as a programmer is to solve problems. So when I say this, I'm saying this from a frustration standpoint. Okay? Okay. Now that I've said this, I've said my little piece for a second. The reason I hate what the AI has come to, not for its generative purposes, although that is frustrating, it is simply because people use it as a shortcut, where the shortcut isn't correct. So for instance, let's use an example of a simple, like brain dead, a child could do this. A or B question. If I tell the AI that B is statistically more likely to be the correct answer, it will give me B more often, even if the fact is A. That is the problem. It is using what people feed it as its own thing. It is a recurring loop, which is great for data work. Specifically, if I access... Hello, Seal, how are you doing? Yes. Hello, Battle Beast, how are you doing? Welcome in. We're having a conversation about AI, so if you don't like it, you're welcome to mute stream or move on. We're just having the annoying topic of, man, AI is stupid. Anyway, what are we talking about? AI. If people keep using it as a way to solve problems, which would not be the end of the world if it was giving the right information and wasn't being fed wrong information. For instance, and this is where I'm going to say something, this is not political view, this is just a fact in this case. Humans will take whatever answer makes them look the smartest. Case in point, there are people that I know who do not want to vaccinate their children. Whether you do or don't has nothing to do with me. Don't care, that's not my place to argue with you on. But I have had this conversation, and in this conversation, I could give you 1,000 answers to why it isn't right and why their take is wrong, but they'll find one that says that they're right and they'll latch onto it like it's important. ChatGPT can do that too. You feed it wrong information, it will give you the wrong information. That is the issue. By the way, congratulations on 1K sub. Thank you. Kind of AI, just in general. No, not again. My cat. Hate AI. Everybody does. This is the point. Everyone does. There's a place for it, and it's not being used in the way it should. And that's the issue with... I almost died again. There is a huge issue with AI, and the main thing is it's not being used the way it should. That's the honest answer. I know why I'm dying all these creeper attacks. My subtitles are off. I gotta go to bed. I'm just run tomorrow if you stream. Like I said, I probably will. We'll probably be playing Forza Horizon 6 though, so I won't be playing Minecraft. But have a good rest of your night. I had to use it because I had a question that was so confusing. Mind you, I'm in 9th grade. Okay, Lucifer, here's the thing. Is it solve for X? Is that question solve for X? Goodbye, dogs RP. It's been a long time. I know. It's all my fault. What are my opinions on Lego Bionicle? I mean, they're cool. I wish Lego would bring back things like it instead of just putting all their money into Technic, which aren't honestly as cool as they think they are. Being realistic for a second. Really need a backpack, but I have none of the materials to make it. Oh, whoa, what the hell? Okay, we crashed. What crashed? What mod just crashed? Hello? That had to have been inventory sorter. There is no way that was an inventory sorter. Not gonna lie, I prefer G2 Bionicles than G1. Either one's fine, I just wish they'd use it here. No, it's not to solve for slope of a number. I don't even know that. Oh, so you're just trying. So it's you're just yeah, you're solving for technically what a triangle would be. Well, no, you're doing yeah, no, you're not doing. You're doing slope. So you're technically doing. God, I've been out of school a while. I haven't had to do this complicated of a math in a while. This time? Nope. Okay, so that just crashes. Got it. Or is too big. What? Yeah, no, I'm just double checking to make sure that I'm right. I'll open the crash report and I'll check it later. Luckily for me, Java's my main language, so I can figure out what's wrong with this. Really easily, actually. For G3 Bionicle, they could basically use basic plates with basic prints and small action figures like they were doing today. Yeah, I think that's kind of what. I think that's kind of why they'll never go back to Bionicle, because Bionicle was so different and so specific. Whoa! Why? Whoa! Why did you all spawn now? There was nothing there just a second ago. That's so fucking unfair. I'm now out of food. Well, pretty much out of food. Anyway. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, no, the biggest issue, and then I'll get off the AI topic, because I know people don't like it, is just, the biggest issue with the AI truthfully has is, if people are going to use it the way that they're using it, they need to stop giving it bad information or trying to prove basically use it as a proof. It's not Wikipedia. And even Wikipedia, you know, a lot of places won't let you use as a main source because I could go edit a Wikipedia page. Did they? That's wild. Also, another question. Barely passed the exam. Understandable. What's the PvP weapon that you use the most? Alright, ready? People are going to love this. Ready? I have been playing for so long that sword makes more sense to me than using an axe ever did, and that using the spear and stuff are. I'm just getting into like using the spear and mace because I didn't have it forever. I don't play on a lot of big servers because they're not fun to me. People don't like the AI topic. That's all them. Realistically, how many topics are less polarizing than AI? The problem isn't that, Rob. It's that people don't like it because it makes them feel... Okay. So, I'm going to give both sides this, right? I'm going to be both devil's advocate and, you know, not for a minute. I don't know what the actual opposite of devil's advocate is. Sword and mace. Understandable. Expected, but nice. The whole thing is, I can use mace... I can use a spear. I'm not proficient with the two of them. But I can usually beat people in the, you know, basic 1-to-1. If an elytra's involved, then I'm not doing as well. Not because I'm just bad at elytra. I am not good at elytra fight. But because it's all spear and all mace, basically, to make that work. But in a normal 1-to-1 kind of thing, I can do it. I don't have an issue with axe. I've been playing so long that sword just makes more sense to me. That's all it is. Combat Master? Sure, whatever you'd like to call me, but I'm not that good at the game. Lego's overpriced. I know, I overprice all of my products, I'm sorry. All of my shirts and sweatshirts, I know they're so expensive, I'm sorry. It's a 4+ set with 25 pieces that goes for 45. So... I have had this conversation about Lego before, right? The main reason Lego is expensive is A, the brand, and B, I said this as a joke, but it actually might be somewhat real. I think 3D printing really hurt Lego's prices. Well, I don't know why YouTube would do that, Lucifer, but it happens. Yeah, I think 3D printing really hurt Lego as a company, but people don't want to talk about that. Oh, Lego brick are made out of ABS plastic, which ABS plastic is, you know, pretty readily available as a really easy and cheap filament for people to use for printing. So when ABS became a standard for 3D printing, people could just print their own bricks once they got the tolerances right, which, granted, would take a while, but once you got the tolerance, you were good. And you could theoretically print whatever piece you needed, which on paper sounds good, but the point is it now takes money out of the company that makes these bricks, so they're going to either stop releasing them or they're going to only release manuals that are going to cost more. Anyway. Oh, one of the hoodies. What hoodie, Lucifer? I will tell you, if you ordered from my site, I get a notification the moment it would go through. Sell them for 10. Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. That's why. It's because people can do that. Not that it's a bad thing. People should be able to make whatever they want. There's also a point where it's like, I've said this before, if you don't own the rights to what you're making and you didn't, you know, model it yourself, you hit a gray area. I always say that it's like weird because it's just the way that just come down here for a minute. And you didn't explode. Hello, I have a track update to tell you. Sure, what's up, Wyatt? And hello. What? Where am I getting hit from? Where's I being shot from? Retire things with 3D print. No, it's not fine. let me answer that for you. No, it is not fine, Seal. Just because it's retired does not mean that you could just do that. Otherwise, Nintendo would have no grounds for taking down pirating places because they're putting up things you can't buy. Just so you know, just because they're retired means nothing. Actually means nothing as that argument. Now, if you're using the argument that you're 3D printing them and everything, you don't technically own the rights to the thing. So it doesn't matter if they're retired or not. There we go, and I don't remember what. Okay, so I can check that right now, Lucifer, to see if you actually went through and bought it through the thing, because I am able to see it. I get notifications to my phone whenever somebody buys something on my site. Like I probably, you know, Seal, I'd agree with you. Except I got a cease and desist for my name, for like a website name that I had. You know, the last order on my site was November 7th. The last actual order that went through on my site that was given in any way, shape, or form was November 7th. So I don't know if you bought it from my website or not. I made states, and that's where they've got the best 26 runners for each race. Congratulations. I just noticed, why don't you have armor? Waste of materials currently. Okay, you guys see my name, how it's AwesomeLego123? I bought that website, awesomelego123.com, and I got a cease and desist from them, from the Lego company. I'm not kidding. I got a cease and desist because they wanted the website, which was fine. I had no problem with it, but I didn't find out about it until it was a little too late. Until the cease and desist already started, kind of thing. Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, perfect. Pick a little spot to hide in so I can make myself a new sword. Probably get out of this cave soon so I can actually, like, not keep dying and then have to trek back into this cave 1,000 times. Alright, well that was stupid of me. You're saying I could get sued for selling 3D printed Bionicle sets when LEGO doesn't care about Bionicle anymore, probably? Yeah. Because you don't own the trademark, they do. That's literally all it is. It's just because they own the trademark and you don't. Putting in... If you... Lucifer, do exclamation point merch. If it was not from the website that Nightbot posts, it was not me. Also, I can tell you with certainty, I've never had an issue with these people, not once. I have sold with them many, many, many times over the last, I want to say 4 years or so, since I got started with them. Never had an issue, not one. So if there is an issue, their customer support is really good, which is part of the reason I use them. So if you have a problem, go through their support. But yeah, can't find my remote again. It's okay. Fishing and caught a 10-pound catfish and a few bass. Congratulations. You know what? Nightbot, where are you? There you go. That's the website. And I look away to help somebody and I die. This is why I shouldn't help people. All chat's fault. Go all the way back through that entire cave. I actually might just... I think that might be actually a good stopping point. I already found a bug that I gotta fix, so... My hand the entire time. It happens. Yeah, I think I'll probably use this as a moment. What I do, I just exist. Yeah, me too. It's because I went to help chat, and instead I died. It's all chat's fault. Alright guys, I think I'm going to end stream. I know it's been a semi-shorter stream. But... I mean, I'm dead. And I got some things I gotta take care of before tomorrow. So. I will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be playing Forza Horizon 6, hopefully. 30 more minutes? No, I don't want to go 30 more minutes. I think I'm gonna end now. I got some things I gotta do before midnight when I can no longer put it off. Don't end stream. Guys, I can't